What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the stream. Time for a little bit of a laugh. I know it's a little late to the party on the policy announcement, but Mark Carney just can't stop stealing from Pierre Poilievre. He can't stop with the lies. Again, I think hashtag Carney Lies needs to come back sometime soon. We need to make a mockery out of this guy. I wanted to highlight what's going on because Mark Carney, of course, over the next 30 days is going to be pushing like mad to try and convince liberal sheep to come back and vote for him. I've often said that while the polls have been bought and paid for, suppression is going to be paid for. So again, I know you guys are getting sick of me saying it. I'll stop soon, I promise. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Join our large fringe majority here on the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for all the political channels you follow. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Mark Carney and his liberals are going to do everything in their power to suppress media from getting out to you guys, especially when you look at people like Rachel Gilmore being hired as a fact checker by mainstream prostitutes. They're going to be doing everything they can to make sure you're not getting the news you want to get. So hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell for notifications on every channel you follow. It's going to be important in this election. Pierre Poilievre recently announcing that he's going to cut income tax by 15% for Canadians. Again, this is a policy I can get behind, as most people are paying almost 50% of their incomes right now in income taxes. I think it could come down a little bit more, but hey, it's a start. I'll take what we can get. I want to highlight what Pierre had to say a few days ago, because Mark Carney, of course, people have said that part of the reason Pierre hadn't been talking about his policies up until late was because Mark Carney would steal them. Mark Carney said he was going to get rid of the carbon tax. He didn't. He reduced it to zero. But again, he's trying to convince the sheep and the lemmings that, hey, I'm on your side. I'm going to get rid of the carbon tax. I guarantee you, as soon as the election's over, he's going to triple it. It's going to get insane. Anytime Pierre talks about anything, he jumps on board, and he's done it again. Let's take a listen to what Pierre has to say first, and then we'll have a good old chuckle at good old Mark Carney's expense. Here we go.
Today I'm announcing that Canada First Conservatives will cut income taxes by 15% for the average worker, or $2,000 for the average couple. This is a tax cut for seniors who are drawing their pension or retirement income. They will pay, on average, 15% less. This is a tax cut for the workers behind me, who will pay 15% less on their income tax. This is a tax cut for the waitress, for the welder, for the barber. This is a tax cut for everybody who has ever got up early in the morning and worked hard to build our country. This is a tax cut that will put Canada first. We will do it by reducing the lowest bracket from 15 to 12.75, which is a 2.25% percentage point reduction, and that works out to a 15% reduction in the overall tax bill of everyone earning up to $57,000. That said, because we are cutting the lowest bracket, every single Canadian who pays income tax will pay less. Modest income people will pay less in relative terms and as a share of their overall income. We will ensure that this money goes right into people's pockets so that they can make the decisions. They will then spend that money at local small businesses, who will then be able to hire more people, creating even more powerful paychecks on which the taxes will be further still lowered. It is part of an overall plan, what I call the Bring It Home tax cut. It's an across-the-board tax cut on energy, work, investment, and home building. It includes axing the carbon tax, and that includes repealing the carbon tax law, axing the carbon tax for real, for everyone, for everything, for good, for a change. It includes taking the GST off new homes, axing the sales tax on new homes to lower the cost of buying one and to stimulate more housing construction. It will include lower taxes on investment to bring home the $500 billion that the Liberals have driven away through higher taxes and by blocking our resource projects.
Absolutely amazing. Again, those are policies I can get on board with. It sounds like something that's actually going to help Canadians. Keep in mind, again, Pierre's talking about axing the tax, which means removing it altogether, but reducing income taxes at the same time. I'm all on board. I think it's fantastic. Now, when it comes to Mark Carney, Well, he's going to jump on that train. He's going to say, we're going to lower taxes as well. Well, here you've got Charles Montgomery Burns coming in, is actually recycling old Liberal campaign promises. His income tax cut is verbatim of Justin Trudeau's in 2015 and his campaign platform that he brought in December 7th of 2015. The source is from canada.gc.ca archives. It's word for you can't make this up. And always, and only certain groups of Canadians. Take a look at this. Archive government in Canada announces tax cut to strengthen the middle class. Tell me if this sounds familiar. The government of Canada took an important step today to strengthen the middle class by promising a tax cut that will benefit about 9 million Canadians each year. Finance Minister Bill Morneau tabled in the House of Commons a notice of ways and means of motion to reduce 22% personal income tax rate to 20.5%. Single individuals who benefit will see an average tax reduction of $330 every year, and couples who benefit see an average tax reduction of $540 every single year. So again, he's promising other tax cuts. Because Pierre Poilievre is promising tax cuts, and of course it's blowing back in his face. These are the same things. This is why I keep saying Justin Trudeau campaigned on electoral reform. We never saw any of that. He campaigned on reducing taxes. Well, we all know where that went over the last 10 years. In fact, Canadians are paying more now than they have any other time in their lives after being completely demolished by Justin Trudeau and the Liberals. It's a wonder to me how anybody can back the Liberals at this point, thinking that voting for them is a good idea. But let me know what you guys think down below. Should Mark Carney be charged already with theft for all of the policies that he's stealing from Pierre Poilievre? Is anybody buying it? Is anybody really getting behind Mark Carney at this point, thinking he's doing a good thing? Let me know your thoughts down below. Again, if it's your first time here, I hope this video has earned your subscription. Make sure as you're hitting that bar, turn on your bell for notifications, leave a thumbs up and a comment down below. Helps the channel immensely. Join me live here on the channel for Friday Night Fringe, our weekly live streaming show where I sit down with a beautiful Mrs. Fringe as we talk about everything that's happened this week of politics, everything that's coming up in the week ahead in politics, as well as back and forth within the greatest YouTube community on the platform. We both look forward to hearing what you have to say outside of making these videos, but I most importantly look forward to hearing what you have to say this Friday night, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central here on the channel. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.